What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Ben Thomas Show. Thanks for coming back. Today, I'm excited. We have another timed window from Mondo Toys, and that's for the 1/6 scale battlecat from He-Man. Now, this guy, he's a big boy and comes with a decent amount of stuff. But because of that timed release window, I wanted to make sure I got this video out today for you guys so that you can make that decision as to whether this needs to come to your collection or not. But if you guys like the video, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe if you can. Leave me a comment down below as always, and let's get into it. I legitimately don't even know if it's possible to not get the chills when I hear that initial theme and He-Man speaking and becoming He-Man. Truly so cool. And it's been a while since I've seen the first episode that we actually get a chance to see the battlecat transform from his smaller, much cuter version of Cringer to the big ass battlecat that we now see in front of us on the screen. In terms of figures, in terms of toys, I think Mondo Toys is crushing it with this line. The He-Man looks fantastic. We've already had the He-Man in the past, and now we get this limited time window to get a battlecat in your collection. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen the photos for this guy, but he's a big boy. In fact, let's pull it up. Look how big this guy is in comparison to this young lady. It's literally the size of a house cat. That is crazy. Now, price point wise, you're paying the ticket price. I mean, I've actually bought cats, real cats, for cheaper than the price tag that's being requested here. This guy's coming in at the price tag of $4.99 before shipping. That's a chunk of change. That definitely is. Now, anytime you get into the exclusive, limited time, timed edition releases of really anything 6 scale, normally they at least retain their value. But $500 is definitely a chunk. I did think originally, based on the photos I saw, that this release came with the He-Man. That's actually not the case. This price tag just is for the battlecat and essentially everything he comes with, which we're going to get into here in a couple minutes. Now, if you're considering trying to get a He-Man in your collection as well, He-Man from Mondo is still going for $235. So again, for the entire package, you're pushing that $600 to $700 range. But is it worth it? I mean, if He-Man and the battlecat are some of your favorite characters of all time, and it tugs at that nostalgia chain for you, well, I can see it. Honestly, I've paid more for less, to be honest. So, might be something to consider. But let's pull up the pictures here and see that, everything this guy comes with at least for $500. So from the photo here, we can see that this massive figure comes with an array of features and accessories. He does include what it says here in the description, over 60 points of articulation. He has 4 swappable heads, completely removable armor, a bendable tail, and of course, the cutest little cat around, baby Cringer. Now, is that worth the money? I think how posable this figure is going to be, how many interchangeable options you will have, how much you can make this figure character in your collection really stand out. I mean, for the size of this guy, he's basically a vehicle, right? I mean, when you're looking at 1/6 scale collecting and we're looking at 1/6 scale figure bodies, we kind of know what we're getting into. I would say scale-wise, this is similar to something like a bat pod or a smaller vehicle, so it can be a standout piece in your collection, a centerpiece, if you may. But still, quite expensive. Now, I do think it's worthy of noting, again, more specifically about the helmet, that original helmet does have the swappable head. The battle helmet has the swappable head, the helmetless swappable head, and then the Cringer swappable head with that baby Cringer figure. And again, I think the fact that it's fully removable armor is really cool. Now, once you've removed the armor, you can see the joints. whenever I see joints in a figure like this, especially an animated style release, to me it does make it look a little bit more toyetic and a little less quote-unquote real. I mean, it's obviously from an animated series, so it's never going to look like a real battlecat in your collection, but it definitely looks like the cat from the show. And if you're a He-Man fan like me, wow, is this tugging at the nostalgia strings. So, do I think the price justifies the figure? That's a really hard question. To be honest, no. But only because he doesn't come with the He-Man himself. I do think that because they have advertised this with the He-Man, that he should have definitely come with that figure as well. It should have been a 2-pack. If this character was more in the $200 to $300 range, I could definitely justify bringing it into my own collection. Even with my mega nostalgia for this character and this franchise as a whole, that's too steep for me. It's too steep for something that still does look a bit like a toy in the collection. Whether or not, to my previous point, this could be a centerpiece, for me, I don't think it's something that I can necessarily justify. However, it is worthy of noting that this guy, again, is that limited time release, like I mentioned earlier in the video. That means that we only have until November 1st to make the decision as to whether this guy is going to come to your collection or not. So if you're on the fence with it, if you love the look of the figure, if you have more nostalgia than even I do, or maybe some extra money that you had planned for something really cool, I can totally see why you'd want to bring this into your collection, and I am stoked to see some in-hand photos once collectors start getting it. For me, I don't think this will come to my collection, just being honest, but again, I wanted to give my audience and you fine folks an opportunity to see more pictures, get it on your radar if it wasn't already, and make the decision as to whether this is something that's going to come to your collection or not. In terms of the battlecat, he looks really freaking cool. And this is going to give my own cat a run for its money if it ever did come to my collection. So we'll see how it goes. But guys, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Are you considering getting this figure? Have you already pre-ordered it? Is it on the way for you? Or is the price just not justifying the ends and you're not going to pull the trigger on it? Again, would love to hear from you in the comments below. If you guys liked the video, make sure you hit the like button for me. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe if you can, always appreciated, and I'll catch you guys on the next Mondo Toys pre-order window release options in the future. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll catch you on the next one.